Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Marcel. Rob and Murray are not with us today. Got some mail to open up, and then talk about the way I collect comics. Okay, so I have 4 things in the mail. Let's open. Other people have sharp knives at their disposal. That might not be a bad idea for me to start doing. Okay. This box is very soft. Bubble wrap. Here when this happens. Every now and then when you order off eBay and it's something that you're getting to finish a collection, you get it, and it's exactly what you needed. Absolutely smells like it. It's just so smoky. The other day, I got a poster, and it smelled fishy. Super weird and super gross. Hey, let's see what I got. Okay, so this is more Scotty Young stuff. Let's see, side. It's a cute Spider-Man cover. I like that one. I had that one in just the print. Kind of glad that I have the cover now. Dash comic. Logan Legacy. You're either a fan of Scotty Young's style or not. It takes me back a little bit to the comics that I grew up reading. So what else we got? Avengers Secret. Marvel Now series. Rocket Raccoon and Groot. He is the primary artist on this. Let me see if I can get Rob in on this. Okay. Let me get this. Murray wants to come in. Gotta get him the link. So we did this over Zoom. We Zoom record it, and then we post it up. It's just the easy way for people to come in and come out. But if the link is not there, the link is not I'm gonna pin that easily findable, then what's the point? Okay, let's keep going. Another Rocket and Groot. Once again, Young is the primary artist for the covers, at least. Rocket and Groot. I have this one. Power Man, Iron Fist. It's pretty good. Namor. Marvel Now What? Marvel's, it's a cool one, like that. Yeah. The John Carter. Yeah, so I have this one. Also a little more Avengers versus X-Men. Iron Man. It's pretty cool. 2000. That cat. Very so I have kind of the frames after this in a statue. And then where it's holding onto the ball. And this kind of reminds me of Black Cat's first appearance. White. And everyone's afraid of Phoenix. All right. So that's a good haul. I like that. See what else. So I've been trying to finish two different collections. One is X-Men 91. The other is I forget what the other one is. Something. Oh, so anyway, so I've been ordering comics, onesie twosies off eBay. What I really should be doing is going to a comic book shop and doing it there. I don't spend a whole lot of time in comic book shops. I should spend more. My wife is not super eager about comic book shops, especially during COVID. I would love to just sit on the floor in front of long boxes and dig through and find every comic I'm missing. It's not happening right now, though. So New X-Men is actually part of the X-Men 91 series. It's X-Men Volume 1. So it's 124 and 125. That's cool. Typically, when I buy these on eBay, they cost anywhere from $5 shipped to $40 shipped because it's a more important comic. Second last one. Okay, this person completely sealed this in tape. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing, but man, it's a pain to open without damaging anything. Nothing like watching a dude online struggle to open mail. So far, all the packages have been packed pretty good. Except for the smoky guy. The smoky guy. Murray will be joining us. I'll be joining us too at some point. He's busy moving, so. Great. Murray will be eating. This is kind of neat. I actually want to wait for Murray to be in to show him that. I think he'll get a kick out of it. So I'm gonna start opening up the other one, which is definitely a comic, definitely a roll, and definitely using very good tape. You kidding me? What sort of magical tape is this? Do I have magical scissors around here somewhere? Murray, quickly, go get me a pair of magical scissors.
I don't have magical scissors, but I can only hope you were talking to Charlie.
No. I was talking to you to go get me magical scissors. Because
all I have is magical tacos.
Where'd they come from?
They're floating. My wife made them.
Oh.
With partially with Jehovah taco meat. And
yeah.
With,
we got some of that too.
Store-bought taco shells.
So she didn't so much as make them.
As the pieces and parts were provided by God and various sources.
Okay. I pulled something out. It sounds bad. I pulled something
it sounds
out.
like you're breaking something.
I kind of am. Okay. I pulled something out and already showed off a bunch of Scotty Young stuff that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another one. This one's signed. Scotty Young's signature looks like it's upside down. It always looks like it's upside down. It's just the way he signs it. So there's the comic. Here's the signature.
Yes, it does.
So you can see S Young, right? Or S Young, but it
definitely looks like it should be the other way around.
Yeah.
What? Maybe he draws everything upside down, and in the end, he turns it around.
I don't think so. I've watched him draw stuff. I don't think it's. I pulled this out and I wanted to save it for when you came on camera. It's from 2006. As you can see, from a convention.
Oh, cool!
And it's Andy Kubert signed underneath Adam Kubert, and Adam Kubert signed over Andy Kubert's name. I'm
sure they weren't signing too many of these to get.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Both of those pieces of art look really nice. What is that? Is it a?
It's a flyer.
A flyer? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't recognize either of those pieces of art. I'd like to know where they came from. That's cool.
One is Adam Kubert, and the other one.
But who knows which one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking up Adam Kubert right now.
Yeah, both are pretty famous.
Yes, I do recognize the artwork. Definitely.
Both very famous in DC. Worked on and off with each other.
Awesome. That's great. Where did you get that?
So I'm busy doing my ceiling with posters.
Okay.
And I've got a bunch of like signed posters that I'm going to put up on my ceiling. And this one came up when I searched for. So actually, I'm going to go get one. Hang on.
Cool.
So I kind of buy things in a frenzy.
Okay.
So I tend not to look at sizes. And I should be looking at sizes because it's posters. But I thought this was going to be much bigger.
Okay.
But it's a Jim Lee signed 75 years.
Oh, nice.
Anniversary.
I remember when 75 years happened. Wow, that's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I had a I wish I have a picture of it. I did print out something from my office at the time.
In celebration.
Maybe I could print it out and then sign it like Jim Lee and pretend like it's really cool.
Yeah, so the printer puts his signature on it.
Yeah, I printed this.
There's a YouTuber called Bueller with Coffee or Bueller with Cox. I should remember people's names better. But he, whenever someone sends him a comic, like a fan or whatever sends him a comic of like not he's not an artist. He's just a YouTube face. He has them sign it.
Oh,
So he has like a few, at least a few comics that are signed by kind of fans in the audience.
actually, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I thought it was a kind of good idea.
I could sign a bunch of stuff.
I know. It's like all Murray does really is sign stuff. So I was going to talk a little bit about how I collect comics.
In a frenzy, I know.
Oh man, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
This one. So the way I collect comics is I tend to buy large collections, and then I use this app called Collectors, CLZ, to scan the barcodes or search for the comic and mark it in the collection. What I need to do now is go through each comic and give it a assessment of quality, so that when I find the identical comic, I can say this one was better than the one I have.
Oh, yes. Yes, so you can replace them with the best version.
Yeah, exactly. And that's definitely not happening today. As in, I don't do any of that today. But so I was on eBay looking for big collections to buy. I do also Craigslist and OfferUp and a bunch of other places. I came across this. So
Oh my goodness.
so I don't know. I think that this is gonna go as high as 20,000. I don't know if I want to cough up that much money. But
Entire store inventory?
yeah, 24,000 comics. So today I have 29,000 comics.
And look at that. Already 45 bids.
Yeah, my bid for 7,500 is in there.
Oh, really?
And it got destroyed pretty quickly.
You're like, if I could get away with 7,500, I would find a place to store all this stuff.
It's a 20-foot U-Haul truck worth of comics.
Where is it at?
It is in Middletown, New York.
Oh my goodness.
And if I had to bring it over here, I would have to freight ship it.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's
so going through that would be like,
yeah, it would be it takes me a Saturday to get through 2,000 comics. I'm pretty quick now. The app has changed my life. Like, it's really, really good.
And you just use mobile to scan the barcodes, or what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it ends up and then you sync it to the cloud.
Nice.
And it ends up here. The only thing this is missing, so collectors.com, if you're listening, and no one's listening, so I know you aren't listening. What would be neat is for me to click on Action Comics Volume 1 here and see a view of comics I don't have.
Oh, that would be something. Yeah.
Because when you add a comic, um, okay, when you add a comic, it shows you a complete list of all the comics they have for that series.
So you know they have it,
Yeah, they have the data.
and plus because they're syncing whatever you're scanning, they got to sync it to something. So if they could just show you here what you're
Yeah.
missing,
And you know, okay, so it's pretty ridiculous for Action Comics. Getting 1 through 319, like my first comic is 320 from 65. 1 through 319 are going to be horrible to collect, like so difficult.
yeah, very random to find.
But Superman Volume 2, totally something I could complete.
I'm glad you have the one where Superman becomes the Joker.
Yes, number 9.
Yeah,
The 80s were a crazy time.
it's a top 10, comic. Like, do it before we get to number 10. Make sure he's the Joker.
So I could totally complete this. So I'm having to go through and go, okay, I need 223 and 220.
I see. Yeah, I see those ranges, how they're broken up.
Yeah.
That seems like it could be an easy fix on their side.
It would be a feature, I would imagine. So I'm trying to complete Superman Volume 2. Not Iron Man. Iron Man's gonna be hard. Just trying to like get warmed up to the idea of completing stuff. The Green Lantern Volume 3 is gonna be quite easy.
Do you know, based on just this list, which ones are fully complete?
So there's no indicator.
Oh.
But like 1 through 125, and that's actually
And that one.
comic number 1 million.
Oh.
They made a series of these, like a whole series. Like almost every DC comic book from that era has one of these 1 million comics.
Oh, okay. But there's not like a little seal that's like
a little checkbox. Yeah. No. I wish.
Congratulations.
But this software is like miles ahead of the other software I was using.
The other one capped out, didn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, Comic Book Collector was the other one I was using, and at I think around 20,000. So what it does, so why these are fundamentally different is this one is a local storage of your collection, and then it syncs to the cloud. The other one was a cloud storage that synced down. So every time you booted it up, it would take forever syncing all 20,000 entries.
Yep, I can understand that. Wow, so so this is keeping a local database somewhere
on my phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so this is the cloud. This is the cloud version. I believe what they do is they keep the metadata, so the name, dates, and all that kind of stuff, and then they download the image each time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so my style of collecting is to buy large sets, hoping to finish it out. When I start hitting around 50%, I have of my source. So if it's blind boxes or a guy on the street or my comic book store, when I start seeing that I have 50% of everything they own, I bail. I'm like, that's it, I'm done with you, and I find a new source. There's just no, it's really hard to do stuff with duplicate comics. And I don't collect signatures, although I have a bunch. I don't collect signatures. I don't collect Holy Grails or Grails.
So you're not out looking for those specialty items that they.
And if I have 2 of them, I put the other one in my duplicate box, and those go away for free. Like I literally give them away. When we were going to start the comic book shop before COVID, the duplicates were what we were going to sell, and I had 40,000 of them. My collection at the time was 15,000, and I just started, like, because it takes so much space, I just started giving them away.
Wow. You go into a place to buy a bunch of stuff and like, can I leave these other comics here?
Right. I really want to go back to flea markets because you can kind of say, can I trade you?
I think you could. Right. I'll leave this long box right here. And
I just want this
whatever you do with
one comic.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the one comic I really want right now is Muhammad Ali Superman. Not Muhammad Ali as Superman.
Okay.
But Muhammad Ali fighting Superman.
I would like to see that comic too.
So Teen Titans, this one's complete.
Oh, yeah, nice.
But like, to your point, there's plenty of runs, plenty of volumes of comics that only had like 40 in them. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I've completed it. Like this, I only need like 9 comics. Mm-hmm. That's pretty easy to get, but I don't know about it.
Yep.
So
it's a lot of manual or just keeping it, fresh in your mind when you're looking through stuff. It'd be nice to have this on your phone and instantly see what you need.
I mean, I think right now I kind of get obsessed about 1 or 2 titles, and then I kind of hunt those down, and I forget about everything else.
It kind of makes sense, until you sit down with a big box that got delivered and go through those. But yeah, if you're hunting stuff down, it's probably a better chance you'll complete a set.
That's happened before. I actually ordered a bunch of comics on eBay, and while I was waiting for them to arrive, a box came in from one of my suppliers, and I opened it, and it had everything but one comic, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a lot of money, so it's not a big deal, but it's just,
Yeah, it's the effort and just the process. You're like,
Yeah.
So what are these sorted by right now? Is this just like by
size of comics I have?
Of that you have? Okay, got it.
Yeah. So you can
Superman Adventures.
You can sort by anything really.
I remember going through this a while back when you first started it, but now it looks a lot more full.
Yeah. I also have a lot of onesie twosies.
Oh,
you'll notice the scroll bar like resets.
Yeah, it keeps jumping back to the middle. How long is this list? Whoa.
I'm about 6,000 volumes. Yeah.
Okay. I see James Bond in there.
Yes.
That's appropriate for today.
But yeah, I think like some of it's really weird.
I've never even heard of this.
And then I don't know, so I'd never collected trade backs or hardcover books that have to do with the saga. But I bought 400 of them just the other day.
Oh.
So now I don't know what to do with them because a lot of people eat.
Was it part of another batch of things? Okay, so you're just like, all right, well, I'll just take them.
Comic store in Oakland that went out of business.
Oof.
In the rough part of Oakland.
Oh.
Really fun, like going there with cash.
Yeah. I hope you brought it in a briefcase. There's nothing suspicious about that.
Alicia, my wife, was like, be safe, but I'm not going with you.
Yeah. And what is your PIN number?
Right. Is your will up to date?
Wow. Oh, we got to the bottom.
Zorro.
Zorro
Comics.
at the bottom.
Yes, I think it's by size, and then when there's a whole bunch of the same size, it's alphabetical.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, Zatanna, not a great character.
I'm
But
surprised that you only have one. Or
yeah, exactly. If I knew that, I would kind of be like, hey, let me go.
Well, how many different Zatanna comics are out there? Maybe they're easy to nab. Oh, you're under arrest.
It's a dark horse.
A Yosemite Sam comic. I'm
Yes.
glad you have that.
Yes. Yeah.
The 70s.
A lot of X-Men, like X-Men the manga.
Oh, cool. I may have to look through this list again.
It's an interesting list to go through because there's certain ones that you're like, what were they thinking?
Yeah. Oh
yeah, this is okay. So this is Jay Lee, not Jim Lee, but Jay Lee. I think it's Jay Lee. Is it?
I remember seeing this art somewhere.
I sent it to you.
Okay, that's what it was. And it was like shocking at the time.
It's Pastoris.
Still is shocking.
Pastoris, I believe. It doesn't. It's not great.
Very teethy.
Very gummy.
Very gummy. He's a gummy Wolverine.
So it's a great way to kind of get familiar with different artists. And I think you can go in here. Non-value. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna take a while, but yeah. This app has changed the way I view my comic collection a lot. So it's been pretty good. Casada, Starkings. And you can click in, and you can see what mess did Starkings make. And you can sort this by. You can change it, I guess, but yeah, kind of neat. Everything I own is bagged and boarded.
Oh, nice.
And that's about 20 cents to 40 cents a comic. That's how much it costs to do bagging and boarding.
Is it because they don't come bagged and boarded some of the time, or most of the time, or
most of the time?
Oh, okay.
Most of the time. And even when they are bagged and boarded, they were done like in the 80s, and the bag is literally yellow. And you can see the imprint of the comic on the backboard because they didn't use anti-acid boarding. Like even with the bags and boards I use for all my comics, I need to change them out every 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Because it's not... I'm using poly, and it kind of breaks down over time. But I can't do Mylar on everything. It's just way too expensive.
So what happens when you wait 5 or 6 years? Does it just start to deteriorate?
Nothing. At that point, nothing is wrong. But depending on the conditions, so if you have a hot room or whatever the case might be, or a cold room, or changes temperature a lot, it'll start to break down quicker. So that's why 5 years is kind of the golden time. But you can probably go 10, 15 because we're in California.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of the like super damaged ones that I've got are from storage units where it was not not air controlled or anything, and
it just sits there burning in the heat during the summer, and
yeah, Yeah, and you can
It's
actually
damp
tell
during the winter.
how they stacked. Like the ones closer to the door have more damage, and they go back towards the back wall, and they get less damage. So it's interesting. Um,
So, do all the comics still fit in this room that you're in,
oh, that's a great question.
or where are they? I assume they're
Um,
here, but that sounds like a lot of comics.
yeah, so that closet and the bookshelves behind me. I just ordered a new bookshelf. The bookshelves behind me, and even on the floor a little bit over there, if you can see.
Oh, yep. The
Back there.
yep, the boxes and piles.
There's a lot more boxes behind that bookshelf right now because I just finished sorting a large set, a large bunch. But this is all Marvel and DC. So Marvel and DC fit in here, which is about 23,000.
Ooh,
The
wow.
other 5 or 6,000 is like Dark Horse and Image and all the other guys. They're in the room next door in the closets, and that closet is full.
Wow.
So on Monday we're having a like junk pickup people show up, and they're gonna take all the comics away. No,
yeah, they're just gonna come into your comic room and take it all.
and we're clearing out the garage. Our car can park in the garage, but we've got boxes everywhere from when we moved, and we just can't get rid of them fast enough. So they're gonna take all that, and then I'm gonna have an area that I can stack comics up in, and then for my extras, I'm gonna have another area. And then I'm going to take my extras and put them into flat rate boxes and pre-seal them. And then whenever someone wants comics, I'm just going to ship it to them for the cost of the shipping. So it's like $13.
Yeah,
you get 60 comics.
that would be kind of neat. You could almost do your own loot crate.
Yeah, I think. Well, you look at a lot of these guys online, and they do that. They do their own boxes, but
like an Etsy small box, like get 60 comics.
I don't know
every
if I
other
want to
month.
do that though. Like the expectation is that you're going to get something good.
They could be good. I mean,
and realistically, they're probably not great comics that you'll be getting from me.
Well, don't use that as your tagline.
Marcel's comics. They're probably not that great. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I hope to be able to come by and see all that stuff at some point in time.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Did I show you the fat superheroes?
No.
Okay, hang on. So
as I'm munching on a taco, I'm seeing Fat Spider-Man.
So I have a few of them. I have up there Thanos, the Joker, and then Spider-Man. Thanos is holding a Taco Bell bag. Joker is sitting down on a bench, and he is eating an ice cream.
And Spider-Man's stealing half a hot dog from someone.
Yeah. So this is a guy on Etsy. He makes this out of clay. Unfortunately, in shipping, some stuff fell off, some of them.
Okay, I remember the Etsy store of Spider-Man, I think, but I never saw it after you got it. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Makes me feel like I too could be a superhero.
Yes. Now that brick wall is probably a brick floor, as
right. It's actually like this.
Yes.
He's falling over.
He's dropping his hot dog.
He's like, no,
catching it again. I definitely think we could do that. Yes.
It's like how the old Batman movies are filmed.
Yes. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was neat. It's different.
It is, and I like it.
Yeah. And then we have the. How am I going to hold this there?
Oh yes.
The $1,900.
It's like, well, no one bought it for that, so almost free.
Yeah. Just the story behind this for the viewers that we have none of. And we told this before in our first video, but that never got posted. Because of someone's wife, mostly. On eBay, this is going for $1,900. And we all giggled about it and how silly that is. And then a couple days later, it was $19.
And suddenly the value seemed clear.
Right. I had to have it.
You must own it.
I must own it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I know this sounds a little crazy, actually, and I'm going to be careful about it, I think. But I think I'm going to set up some webcams that people can actually look at the office at any time they want. The reason why I got to be careful about it is
you do also have a wife.
valid.
Yes.
So let me do this real quick. Share this.
So, what? I haven't seen it since all the posters went up.
You can tell. So you can see boxes down there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a TV. And then this is all the packing material that I undid while I was unpacking stuff. Messy desk. I eat at my desk, and this is where I work for Slack. I have a metal detector up here for some reason. Above the window.
People like put their shotguns up on the wall, but
right.
You put your metal detector up there.
I put my metal detector.
Just in case.
Let's see.
Whoa. What? Oh, there's already cameras all over the place.
So this is the stairwell down to the main living area. So at the top of the bookshelf by the Captain America shield, that's the Scotty Young figurines and the alleyway figurines and the Back to the Future cars.
Cool. I wonder if you could use the Wise Sense sensors to activate the camera only when that door is closed, like just for privacy. Or if the door is close to close, and then it fires on, and so if people are looking at cameras, they can access it if the comic book shop is sealed.
You can see at the very top, there's a Joker.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
It's a Jim Lee. I have 4 Jim Lee created Funkos.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like the Jim Lee Superman one that I have.
Yeah, so the one that comes with a T-shirt, it's expensive because it's hard to find, but it's black and white.
Oh,
well, it's grayscale. Yeah, it's kind of neat. And then I have one more, and that's that stupid Iron Man.
Yes. I could see the tabletop, the coffee table books that are one of them's glaring. It's just the butts on everything.
Yeah, I have this. Where are you?
I'm over here. Oh, cool. that's a book, right?
Yeah. So this is the book that Kirby? No, not Kirby. Siegel is shown holding. And he's like paging through it fakely.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And then I also have this one, which is also a book.
Oh, interesting. So are these older books?
Yeah, they're from the 80s. I think mid 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen those before. That's kind of neat.
They are called legacy size.
Oh. Did comics used to be that big or something?
No, but they were gold comics were pretty big, but they weren't that big. There's actually a list of legacy size comics. That's how rare they are, and it's like 45 or 60 legacy comics. Oh yes.
Are you planning on opening those, or are they like stored for? Are they sealed for storage?
They are, when you say sealed, they are taped.
Oh, okay. Not like a retail pack or something.
No.
Okay.
You can't actually get them sealed. So it's got a map of Krypton. It's a pull-out map.
Okay, that's interesting.
The Striped River.
Pre or post explosion?
Fort Ross Main Defense Center. Did you know there's a Fort Ross?
No, it wasn't labeled in the movie. Oh,
story of Superman.
yeah,
It's origin story.
that's cool.
Okay.
There's either something very wrong about that or something very right.
Right. I don't know. There's some weird stuff in here, like Superman salutes NASA, and it shows you how a rocket comes apart. And then
Just
like,
random stuff that kids might like.
And then like the Broadway show of Superman.
Oh, where he pats Jimmy on the head. There, yeah. Jimmy.
You'll try to kill me 32 times.
Yes. It's
Every
okay.
time
You tried to shoot your friend Clark Kent.
So it's yeah.
Well, that's cool. I like a lot of this stuff that is like kind of more rare, but you know, you just don't run into in comic shops too often.
Yeah, I think for me, like stuff about the industry is really cool, and there's just not a whole lot of it. But anyways, do you want to show off anything?
Well, I already ate my taco, so
okay.
No. But I do have some books probably for next time if we're doing another unboxing that I've already unboxed, but are still kind of neat to look at.
You'll put it back in the box.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those like it's one of those hardbound, like almost like an encyclopedia type thing that's in like a container.
Yeah.
So I'll show what
that'd be
all
cool.
About.
I have two giant encyclopedias, one for DC and one for Marvel.
I actually have wondered if you have this one or not, so I'll bring it out next
I'm not
time.
a huge book collector.
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, it's more like it is more like an encyclopedia piece.
Yeah, I'll show off the previews for November.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to see one of those.
Yeah. All right.
And by that time, I will have caught up on the one episode of Mandalorian.
On the one episode.
That's how Disney does it. They do one episode per week. Like they don't have the other ones filmed or completed.
Netflix is starting to do it.
Oh, I was binging before Netflix even invented binging, and now I'm used to it. Now all I got to do is watch one episode. What am I going to do with that?
A bunch of toy makers have released Mandalorian toys, and they're quite cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mars. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We shouldn't do 2 days in a row.
Just because there's too much to go through.
I actually thought that Rob really wanted to do today, and then he couldn't make it. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I still have something I could bring next time. I think Rob will probably have his box by then too. I'm not sure if he had it yet.
Yeah.
But all right, cool, man.
I'll show you the shield next time.
Yes, that would be cool.
All right. Bye.
All right, later.